Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor. And I know that I had told several of you that I was going to wait until after the RNC and the DNC before making any more videos. But in view of everything that's going on, I think now is the appropriate time to recap what I've already said because it's right here in front of us. I'm not going to change anything that I said, but you may not have seen some of my earlier videos. Let me just explain. I use what's called a diurnal chart. It's a special kind of chart that shows exactly what is going on a particular day from the standpoint of the person whose chart we're looking at. Okay? It is not always easy to interpret because it's based on the person whose chart it is. However, I think it's pretty clear. This is Donald Trump's diurnal chart for the Republican National Convention. Now, my handwriting, I apologize for it, okay? And if you don't know anything about astrology, this may be a little confusing to you, so I'm going to explain it. When a planet is directly on a cusp, the edge of the house, that is the day of significance. And so as we look up here at Donald Trump's diurnal, this is his diurnal for the RNC, we see that we have three things up there in the 10th house, which is your public image, your career, and certainly somebody running for president of the United States would have 10th house activity, right? Astrology students, everybody go, So let's look and see what happened. The day that the convention began, by the way, today is July 20th. So this is the third day of the RNC. On the first day, there was nothing on any of the cusps. Now, the first night of the convention, Melania spoke. Yesterday, Trump had his natal north node, that's the area of success, on the midheaven, the very top of the chart, which is your public image. So this is incredibly helpful, a wonderful indicator of his public success. At the same time that he had the north node on the midheaven, you know where I'm going with this, astrologers, he had the south node on the IC. The IC is the cusp of the fourth house, which is home, family, real estate. And the south node is the area traditionally in mundane astrology, the area of drain or loss. So he had the south node on the cusp of his fourth house of family. Does this mean his children? Possibly. Does it mean his wife? Possibly, because on Monday, Melania, his wife, gave a speech that we've all read about it in the newspapers, was apparently plagiarized from the speech that Michelle Obama gave. And so this is the area of loss. There was a drain there. There was a loss there. Trump's public image with a north node on the midheaven, still good. But the area of problem is the south node on the IC, the fourth house cusp. Some of the people in his campaign, Trump's campaign, have said that a speechwriter did not do it, that Melania wrote her own speech. And this kind of controversy can certainly manifest as a south node situation. Okay, it is what it is. They move forward, and today, Wednesday, Trump's progressed Uranus, the rebel, the unexpected, the unpredictable, which maybe we've come to see as one of his trademarks. I don't, perhaps so. It's on the midheaven. So be prepared for the unexpected. And a lot of people have said to me, well, of course, that's what we expect of Trump. Uranus, as I said, is the rebel. It is the great awakener. At the very same time, his natal moon, emotional security, what we look to for our emotional security is on the IC. I see the fourth house is the end of the matter. And so there's a very strong family moon tie. Well, of course, his children have been speaking and will continue to speak. This is not necessarily a positive. It's not necessarily a negative, but the moon indicates change. And so there can be a change that is being made in the lineup or in the approach, but the moon on the fourth cusp indicates a strong emotional tie to home and family. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, on Thursday, the last day of the convention, Trump's natal sun is on the midheaven. The sun is the center of life. It is the center of our solar system. It certainly indicates success. Now, last year, 2015, when I first looked at this diurnal, I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. And nobody else was either, because it's very difficult to know how the diurnal is going to manifest. I did mention that we can expect the unexpected, and I did mention that he would be the leader of whether the Republican Party, or if Uranus meant that he was not going to be a candidate, that he would run independently. But it looks now, the way it's working out, is that he has received the number of delegates that he needed last night, which was the North Node on the midheaven. And he will be the candidate for president. So that's the way the Trump diurnals look. I will probably jump in feet first for the DNC and go over Hillary's charts, her diurnal. Stay tuned, no matter who is president. And I will give you the election charts again and the inauguration charts again. I know I've done videos on them, but rather than make you go find them, I'll just update them with you. I will not probably change anything that I said, but I have a whole new perspective on it, as we all do. So here we are, RNC, DNC. What I want to say is, God bless America. God bless every country. God bless our world. Keep us safe, and let us move into a time of love, kindness, and peace, unity and togetherness. May the stars shine brightly on you and yours.